this is my back pattern. This on the waistline, I'll go up by 3.25. You remember that on the front pattern I came up by 4 inches, and here 4 inches minus 3/4 of an inch, that will give me 3.25, and this is what I have here from the waist up. Here as well I will do the same thing, and I'm going to take my ruler and connect and also extend the line. On the front pattern, from here I came out by 4.25. Here I will do the same thing. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, next I'm going to extend my shoulder slope. From my shoulder tip inward, I will measure 1.5 inches. So from here, I'm going to measure 4.375, which is 4 3/8 of an inch. And I think I did the same thing on the front as well. Okay, so now I'm going to connect this and this together. From this shoulder tip, I'll come down by 2.75. You measure from the guideline down to where the mark of this point is. I have 3, just mark it as it is and just lift the measurement this way and place it here, somewhere around here, and mark. Now this is a guide for you. Okay, broken line. Okay, and from this very point you will measure like this till you get 4.438 of an inch and mark. Okay, then with the help of your ruler you connect this point and this point together. Can you see what I have now? Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing I did here. So just this measurement, take it and lift it up gently like this. Sorry. And you just do what? You rotate it. You rotate it. What you have here is exactly what you will have here. It has to be the same because we're trying to create a dart, and you just mark. Okay, so after marking, you place your ruler and just like this faintly, then you pick your sleeve on the front sleeve and place it like this. Okay, sorry, just to ensure you have the same thing. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so just to have the same thing. Okay, so then you're going to I'm going to use this pattern once again. Please, this is the side, just ensure you place it appropriately. Okay, so I'm going to use it to connect. So this is what I have, and the next thing for me is to connect this point and this point together. Okay, so with my curve ruler or my bent straight ruler. So next is to connect this point together. I can use a straight line, or I can do it this way, or make it a bit curvy. So whichever one you choose is fine. So I'm going to trace it out now with my tracing wheel so that I can have my working pattern or two patterns. Now the reason why normally this sleeve is supposed to be from, coming from here and like this. Usually this dart is going to be removed later on as time goes on. So but just to create a little ease for the sleeve around here, that's why we need to just take half of the dart here and add it to the sleeve. Okay, you remember that the one I did in the front, I actually made a mistake, but I'm going to just retrace it, so I'll be showing you after this. So this is what you should do, and this is what you should also do on the front pattern as well. Back to the front pattern. So this is how I did my placing, like this, and adding this to it. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to just trim off the parts that is not meant to be there. Okay, so this is where the dart stops. Okay, so and the middle line of the dart is what we should consider. So it will start from here and end here. So I'm going to place my ruler and connect. So I'll trim this off. So this is how it should be, and not covering the whole of this part. Okay, now let's move. So I'm going to trace out the main bodice pattern of the back. All my patterns are ready, so I'll put this sleeve aside and cut out this. I added 1 inch zipper allowance to my back pattern at the center back. Okay, and I also adjusted. This one is the length of the sleeve, and you know, while I'm joining the 2 panels together, this is supposed to be like a checkpoint or a reference point for me. So I'm going to cut out the darts now. I'm going to remove this dart completely. So this is what I have. This is my side, back, my center, back. I'll go over to the front and do the same thing. This is how it's going to look. And so I'm trying to close side darts. So I'll be leaving this one like this. This is going to ease the bust area. Okay, so all I will do here is just to put this and close it up. Okay, so I hope you can see what I just did here, and this is what I have. Let me prepare the sleeve. So this sleeve now, I will get my brown paper and just place it like this, side to side. Okay, this is the side back and this is the side front, so it's going to be like this. Okay, and before I bring it together this way, I can just place it side by side, two sides together, both front and back. So placing it this way, you are going to, from here I will measure ½ inch up from the hemline. I'll measure ½ inch and I will use my ruler and place it like this. Okay, and after curving, I will trim it out. Okay, so I think I'm fine. Should be okay like this. Okay, so I'll be needing my tape. Please ignore this black line. I used the paper I've used for a project before, so I didn't just want to waste the paper, and that was why I used it. So please, this is not the part I am working on, this is the part I'm working on. Okay, so this is what we should concentrate on, but because I really need to bring these two together, so I needed to turn it this way. So all I need to do, like I said, side to side, side to side. Now the idea is to bring the two together to match the two sleeves together. I want to make it one because it's 2 in 1 kind of sleeve. Okay, cut together. So that's why I need to do this. So all you need to do is just to put your seam allowance, okay, like this, and you are increasing it, okay, from here maybe like 0.25, 0.25. You can now increase the seam allowance as you wish, as you are going up this way. Okay, but here of course it's not going to contain enough seam allowance. You can't put half an inch in between this, no. So all you need to do just to like increase it till maybe it gets to half, but you don't really need up to half an inch here. I think 0.375 or even quarter of an inch is fine. Okay, so that's how you're going to do it. So let's just assume that this is our fabric. So this is what you're going to do. So you're going to just sew or tape this like this. Okay, so after doing this, then you can now pleat it. Okay, can you see how it's looking? So it's going to have this look, and it's going to go all round. But by the time you fix yours, you will find out that this is where it's going to stop. Okay, and it's, you know, somehow close to the waistline. And if you don't want that, of course you can reduce the length. You know, play around with your pattern. There's no crime in that. And this is how it's going to look, and we are good to go.